Hi everybody, welcome back. Today let's get ready and I feel like doing a look with a little bit of like an orangey base to it. I have this nail polish from Chanel Cruise. So I was just thinking like, let's do a Japanese kind of makeup because I actually bought something from Suqqu. So don't know, I just feel like going Japanese makeup. So I pulled out some of my Japanese base makeup. I've got some Suqqu palettes here for my eyes. I've got this Cle De Peau. This is not really Japanese, but I think it's made in Japan. Let me just check. It doesn't say it's made in Japan. Oh yeah, it says made in Japan. Okay, made in Japan. Then I've got a foundation. So yes, let's get ready together. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Kat. I love to do makeup videos, but my main focus is actually luxury handbags, luxury reviews. So if you like that kind of video and some makeup and skincare, I hope you subscribe. And for everyone else, let's put a face on. My lips have been super dry. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I don't drink enough water, but it has been extra dry and kind of like sore and painful because I've been like biting my lips. So I've been using this, this is not made in Japan, but this is made in Canada, the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. And it has really healed my lips. Let's put a base on. I only have moisturizer. I'm gonna go in with this I believe the name is Flawless Fusion Foundation or something. It's in Japanese. It is in the color 202 and I got this in Japan. This foundation I find is very hydrating. But at the same time, it's not too moisturizing or too dewy that it'll be slippery, like slide and slip off your face. I have worn this under mask. It does transfer a little bit, but I love the finish. Like it says, flawless finish. It's definitely on the lighter side. You can build it up a little bit more and make it like almost a medium, but I wouldn't say it can be a full coverage or even like a medium. It's sort of like a light medium coverage. So if you don't have many like blemishes to cover up, this is actually a very nice foundation. I remember going to the store in Japan and the lady recommended this because she said this is very popular among makeup lovers, and I love it. Actually, it is one of my favorite foundations, and I do like the finish that it gives. You can see there's a slight glow to it, but once it settles, it sort of sinks in, it is not too dewy, but there's a little bit of a tack. So I am going to go in with a bit of powder. I'm just going to use this Chanel powder. I've had this for quite a while. This is the Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder, and this could be the limited edition packaging. I'm not sure. I've had it for so long, but I just don't want to declutter it because it's Chanel, and yeah, I just want to try and finish it up. So I am trying to do that. The powder is pressed really hard in the pan, I'm really rubbing it, and hardly anything is coming out. And in fact, I think I'm getting a bit of hard pan. So I'm using a more rougher brush. It's not really rough, but it has more grip. And this is from Raffles. I believe this is their bronzer brush number 11. And I'm really digging my brush into it to get some powder out. I might end up decluttering it. Yeah, I can see a little bit of hard pan building, so maybe today's the last day. But I'm just gonna use it to get a bit of powder and just lightly, even if I want to go heavy, just lightly dust a bit on my face. I look a little pale, so let's put a bit of eyebrows on. And I'm using my Gucci powder eyebrow pencil. I kind of roughly just draw my eyebrows on, then I'll use the spoolie and then just brush the powder through my brows. Not really doing anything special, just following the natural curves of my eyebrows and getting a bit of color. Because I did get a bit of foundation on my eyebrows, which, doesn't look nice. Let's do the eyes. I have two Suqqu eyeshadow palettes. Suqqu is a very popular brand in Japan. I have some of their makeup brushes. Their makeup is very soft and subtle, and it is it's a beautiful glow from within kind of makeup. My two eyeshadow palettes, I have one more pinky, but because I want to match my fingernails, I have this. This is a limited edition. I believe this was a spring collection. I haven't even used it. Bought it maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. No, 2 years ago. I haven't traveled since then, so 2 years ago. But because there's this orange, I was thinking, let's use this. I don't think you can get this anymore, but if I can find it, I will link it down below. So I'm going to go in with this pinky beige shimmery shade with a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. And it gives you a wash of color. It's almost like watercolor. If you are not, you know, comfortable with overly pigmented eyeshadows, like I am not, but I do love them, it's just that it's a real challenge to use that, then Suqqu will save the day for you, because even though they look pigmented, it's really hard to get the colors wrong on your eyelids. You can just easily blend out any mistakes. I guess with Japanese brands or Japanese makeups in general, they are not like the Western counterparts where it's all about pigment, color, intensity. This is all about softness, buildability, if that's such a word, buildability. I think so, that's such a word. And it's all about softness, subtleness, and shimmery. So yeah, I actually really love Japanese makeup. Everything about Japan, I just love, okay? Okay, so I'm just putting that wash of color all over my lids, not really focusing very precisely, just slapping it on my lids. I'm gonna go in with the darker shade, and it has like a Suqqu embossing on it, so I'm just gonna rub over it. It is a bit of a, I would say, brown shade, brown terracotta shade. Has a bit of pink in it, and it's quite cool in its undertone. So I'm gonna go on my eyelids with that. So again, fluffy brush. This is a little bit more pigmented, and I'm actually gonna put it all over my eyelid as a wash of color on top of that pink. Let's go in with this orange shade. So let's take a look. Ooh, it's very, very sparkly. And this is more like a, almost like a topper shade. I won't say it'll give you a lot of color. I believe once it's blended out, it will give that wash of orange. It has gold shimmers in it. So like really light micro glitters, but it's really pretty. So I think for this shade, I'm gonna go in with my finger. So just a little bit, and I'm gonna tap that on the center of my eye. And then just tapping it out, and now giving myself that orangey hue that I'm looking for, because it'll match my my nail polish. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm gonna go in with this blue color, and it's almost like an icy blue. It's really, really light. Ooh, I spoke too soon, but I'm not gonna go in with so much of it, of course. So I don't know if you can see that, but this blue is quite cool tone, almost like it reminds me of those like snowflake pictures that you see right during Christmas. It's super, super sparkly as well. For this, I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm going to focus that on my inner corner here, just to give it a bit of that blueness. How unique. Once I blended in with the orange, a little bit of pink came through from that blue eyeshadow. That is so interesting. Next, I'm gonna line my eyes and put a bit of mascara, and I'll be right back. I don't have any Japanese bronzers, so I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown Stone Street, which I love, and taking my big fluffy brush from Sonia G, this fan brush. I'm just gonna give myself a bit of a bronze. For highlighter, let's use the Luminizing Face Enhancer number 12 from Cle De Peau. This is, I think, one of the more original like highlighters back in the day. It is very soft and subtle. It'll give you a nice glow, but not too much that it is, you got to blend it into your skin, which is a big theme for a lot of highlighters nowadays. But when this came out, it was the bomb. So I have two. Do I have two? I do have 3 of them. Let's just take a little bit. This is definitely more powdery, but it's more, I would say, easier to handle because, you know, we don't really want to beam to this moon and back, but it'll give you enough of a glow. So I'll put a little bit of that here. It was really popular back in the day because it has all these different bricks. So the number 12, I feel for my skin tone is most natural. It has a bit of brown, a bit of blue, and the blue gives it that cooler undertone, and it's got a different shades of this brownie gold shimmer. So number 12 is definitely my favorite. And I think very, very flattering for my kind of skin tone. For blush, this is the closest orangey, pinky blush that I have. It's sort of like coming off maybe a bit more pink on camera, but when I compare it to like my cooler tone pink blushes, this is definitely more peachy pink. So let's go in with this. This is from Shu Uemura. Taking a fluffy brush from Wayne Goss and just getting some color in it. Again, not very, very pigmented, but definitely buildable. So if you really want to build it up, you can definitely do that. I think I said in my last video that I love putting blush. Something about putting blush makes me just so, I don't know, look alive at least. Finally, lipstick. So let me wipe off this mask. And I feel like going something bright. So I don't have like a really bright lipstick from like Japan, but I have this Rouge Dior Ultra Rouge lipstick. It's called 436 Ultra Trouble, and it's this burnt orange terracotta lipstick. I love this kind of lipsticks. It's just I don't wear them very often, but since, you know, we're on camera and I feel like doing something more bright, you know, just to for this whole look, let's do this very bright red orange lipstick. Ooh! Finishing off the look with one of my Glow Meteorites. This is called Happy Glow. This is a limited edition one. I think it came out for, I don't know, Chinese New Year, since we are close to Chinese New Year. So it has a cool tone. Oh, one of the beads popped out. Cooler tone, pinky purple. So I'm gonna use that a little bit. Yikes. And buff my skin out. Just a little bit, because I find that if I put too much, it does make me look a little pale, but a little bit all over the face with a fluffy brush. This is the Sonia G Face One brush. Beautiful. This is the finished look. I will link everything in the description section down below so that you can check it out. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell as well. Otherwise, everybody, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!